American Psycho is so boring. Avatar from 2009 is a bad movie. The only good about it was the visuals. Saltburn from 2023 is a garbage movie, but it did very well in the technical aspects. Hope you guys are still here, but I put on my social media platforms a couple of months ago, or a month ago, and what your biggest movie hot take is, and you guys delivered. So let's react and hopefully not get heated by these so-called hot takes you have. Let's go. So this is from SimSimSom, and he says the Toy Story series is overrated AF. Wow, that is definitely a hot take. I legit don't see it. Sorry, I do not see it. The classic, old time Andy, Wood, Buzz Lightyear, all my childhood into one. And yes, my childhood too, even though I'm young. I really don't see how this could be overrated. Please let me know. Moving on to JackScants. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He says that Toy Story should have ended after the third movie. No need for a fourth and possibly fifth. Again with the Toy Story. Well, now this isn't a hot take, Jack. I will say you that. I will tell you right that. I personally kinda agree with you. While the third film had a phenomenal ending by giving the toys to another kid, it was just so beautiful and very emotional. But I quite like the fourth film. I would have preferred to use the ending of the third movie, but it wasn't really necessary for a fourth. But still, I say if it's not necessary, yeah, it could be not necessary, but heck, why can't it be fun, right? Why can't it be fun? And that is what the fourth movie was for me. I really love how they did the fourth movie, even with the ending. It was really enjoyable. I absolutely love this franchise. Heck, I'll drop a hot take. I absolutely loved the Buzz Lightyear movie from 2022. Yeah, I said it. Many people hate it, but I really enjoyed it when I watched it. I found it to be so fun, so charming, and I really loved that ending with plot twist. Twist villain. It was so great. I'm just kind of sad it never got a sequel. It should have gotten a sequel, to be honest. Yeah. Now moving away from the Toy Story stuff, let's go into the superheroes hot takes, because I have some pretty hot takes here. The first one comes from Frankie the Beastmaker, and he says Thor: The Dark World is better than Iron Man 3. I would actually say it is a hot take. While do I think Iron Man is a great movie? Absolutely not. I did quite enjoy the movie though. I have a tiny bit fun with it. And when it comes to the Thor movies, I don't really like them much. The only one I liked and really liked was just Thor Ragnarok. The first Thor movie, it was okay. Thor: The Dark World was bad for me. Like I said, Thor Ragnarok was great. And then came Love and Thunder, and everything just went to south and went down and down and down. And kind of completely ruined the Thor character with how bad the joke was. Every second of it had to have a joke. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I will say that for Thor: Love and Thunder is the worst MCU movie. I remember being actually really excited for another Thor movie after Ragnarok, and this was just so disappointing. I went out to the theater really disappointed with just this big frown on my face, and it's just so sad to see that this character went this way. Now, I'm excited for Thor 4 if that ever happens. Yeah, yes, I am. I hope from the new kind of quality over quantity that they really focus on a good story for Thor this time and not too many jokes. That would be really appreciated. So I really hope that they definitely help with that. And I think it could be pretty enjoyable. And now, moving on to another universe that is not a Marvel universe, but it is DC. So coming from the Cosmic Broadcast, he says that Ben Affleck is the best live-action portrayal of Batman we got so far. The only thing missing was a solo movie, which would have solidified his status to all Batman fans and proven that the Batfleck is the best. I would say this is a half hot take, for me at least, because you know what, I kind of partially agree. I do have a personal favorite that I've gotten so far. I will come to that later. But I really liked Ben Affleck as Batman in the DCEU, sorry. I really liked its version. Every time he was on screen from Justice League, the Zack Snyder Justice League, because that's the only Justice League that is acceptable in my house. And the Batman vs Superman and also the Flash, even though he kind of looked very CGI sometimes, he was fantastic in the role. Now onto, what my personal favorite is. It's not Christian Bale, but it's actually Robert Pattinson's portrayal of Batman from 2022. I absolutely loved this movie. Matt Reeves' Batman is just such a good film. In general, I love his realistic tone of the movie, and the Riddler as the character, he was incredible. And I loved how kind of new the Riddler looked, and the suits, the costume designs, this world that Matt Reeves created. It was really fun to engage with, and the marketing was also great with figuring out puzzles and getting to kind of encrypt something, and all of these stuff is just so great. It was so fun. It was kind of an event, almost. It was really of an event, and that is what I love about movies. When they create kind of like an event for the fans and everything like that. It is something that I thoroughly enjoy. Now that we covered almost 3 of the popular franchises of all time, Toy Story, Marvel, DC. Now it's time for Star Wars. So Kenny Spark says that Star Wars A New Hope is not a good movie. And for that statement, I kind of agree.
Whoa. I gotta stop you right there, Toby. Slander against A New Hope will not be tolerated on my watch. Let me take it from here. I'm not saying that A New Hope is the greatest Star Wars movie of all time, because at the end of the day, Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Sith still exist. Instead, I would argue that George Lucas's first Star Wars film represents more than just a Saturday morning matinee. Is it fairly cliche, hampered by a basic plot and dated special effects? Could the script benefit from a few more rewrites? Yes to all of the above. But how many blockbusters in the 70s were pushing the envelope of what that era's technological capabilities could handle? How many filmmakers of that era had the sheer balls to just drop you right in the middle of a sweeping galactic epic with little to no context? You gotta think, there was no Star Wars before this film. No explanation of the characters and their motivations before the very first iconic title crawl. Jedi Knights? The Clone Wars? A Kessel Run? These were all things that nobody had ever heard before, and they were all ideas taking up space in George Lucas's amazing mind. And yet, the movie's simple premise holds together very well, especially on first-time viewing. You may call it boring, especially with over 30 years of Star Wars films, shows, games, and books. But it's easy to look back on something so revolutionary and deem it irrelevant. Never forget, this was the film that inspired decades of filmmaking. The granddaddy of blockbusters, if you will. This granddad may have lost a step or two in this modern age, but the spark that ignited a rebellion still remains. I ask you to name a more iconic scene than Luke gazing upon the twin sons of Tatooine. Name a more iconic villain than Darth Vader. Show me a movie in the 70s that could match Star Wars in production value. Go ahead. Oh wait, I don't defend A New Hope because I believe that it's a perfect movie. In fact, none of the Star Wars movies are going to be winning any Oscars in terms of performances or script writing. I defend it because it's more than a movie. It's a way of life. It's the image of a child in his backyard, wielding a stick as his imaginary lightsaber as he faces down Darth Vader. Is that child analyzing the specifics of why Luke didn't react when he discovered Owen and Beru were burned alive? Is he wondering why George Lucas kept the scene where a stormtrooper accidentally bangs his head on a prop door? No, he's not. That child is fully immersed in the lore and invested in the characters. It's so easy to overlook the flaws in a film if the story itself is compelling to begin with. And I would know, because that child, he's me. So in a manner of speaking, I won't refute the claim that Star Wars A New Hope is a bad movie. Instead, I would just counter by saying the film is an incredible Star Wars story. A relic that still holds weight over 40 years after its debut. Don't take my word for it. Han Solo said it best.
She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid.
Toby, thank you for letting me hijack your video. And remember, the Force will be with you. Always.
Is he gone? Oh, good. Good. Okay. Oh, wow. And now for my last hot take. Well, it comes from Toxic Gamer. And they say, John Kramer's Halloween is a meh movie. Hey, sorry for interrupting the video. I'm currently editing this video right now. And did I say just John Kramer's? Like the Saw character? Yeah, I don't think that's right. I'm pretty sure that says John Carpenter's. I'm pretty sure that says John Carpenter's. But could you imagine if the Saw character made a movie? Legit, if John Kramer from Saw made a movie, would it be like a documentary type thing? Maybe found footage movie about like his traps or anything like that? Do you think that would be... Oh, I just can't think about it because none of the people are going to know it's the real traps that people actually died in, and then they're just going to figure it out later, and I just can't think about it right now. Back to the video. I've heard so many people say that this very statement. Oh, and also, trust me, it is a hot take. Because, at least for me, I mean, I love the Halloween franchise, you know? So while I do think this movie needs more love, I also understand why people are saying it's a meh movie, because it can be a bit boring at times. And like, I'm a super fan of the franchise. I love every single... Nope, scratch that, take it back. I love a lot of the movies in that franchise, you know, but I kind of understand why people saying it's meh or bad or anything like that. Well, that was it for folks. Special thanks to the Cosmic Broadcast for hijacking my very own video. I don't know how he actually got a hold of the recording and how he actually hijacked my recording. That is I'm going to speak to him about that. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. No, please, 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 please.